Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to the Thaumaturge. In the last video, we ended up fighting the police and losing, then fighting the police and winning, before we learned that our father was an asshole, but he wasn't a total asshole because he left us something in his will. It just so happens that something seems to have gone missing. Anyway, let's get back into it. Ground floor! Ba-ring, ba-ring.
Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
Hey, Rasputin! How the hell did you get my number?
How did you know I have a telephone at home?
Something's interrupting you, Victor. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes. 7 Powaskowska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Powaskowska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
It really goes to show how interesting telephones were, and how new telephones were at the time. Seriously does. Nowadays, we kind of get away with just understanding that a smartphone works because it's smart. And that's all you gotta say about it. Bust of Morana. Stern countenance resembles that of a human, but a callous gaze shows no trace of human emotions. Queen of the Winter scrutinizes you, sending shiver down your spine. Makes me think of the words, if you gaze long enough into the abyss will gaze back into you.
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire? Is there any way I can help?
What's next for you? You're in charge here now. Have you got some kind of grand scheme?
A grand scheme? Oh, for now, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. Certain customers are unconvinced that a woman can handle running a business. What's worse, a woman without powers. You know what I mean. A thaumaturge at my side would shut them all up. After all, it's your heritage too.
I don't know anything about running a company, but if I can help in any way, you can count on me.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I trust the smoke doesn't bother you.
You used to detest the smell of tobacco. You'd hold your breath going into Father's study.
That's true, but when I'd stay here, alone with Papa, and somehow over the years I got used to it. I don't know when I started copying him even.
Daddy's girl. You were always closer to him.
That's not true. I was just less rebellious than you, his thaumaturge son. Now come on, what else is on your mind?
You're dressed weird.
The trousers are an original style. Until now, I'd only seen women in trousers in the East.
First of all, they're practical. It's the 20th century. It's high time we started dressing comfortably.
You've always been brave, never afraid of anything or anybody. Like when Mother almost had a fit because you dunked my best tie in hot cocoa.
I didn't care that she was angry. I wanted to get you back for not wanting to play with me.
Because you were being too annoying.
You meant to say brave. By the way, Grażyna still makes cocoa every evening. You can conjure up the flavor of childhood if you want. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Not yet. I need to dig into your something, because I've got something missing.
I'll get going.
Check one more time to see if there's anything else I can steal. Or not necessarily steal, but any information I can gather. Liquor is not alcohol. It's a tincture, in fact. Yes, it's medicine. Since life is most common a fatal disease, well, to our health then. Well then. Interesting.
Master Victor, let me guess. Have you come for some hot cocoa?
You know what? Yeah.
Yes, a cup of cocoa would do me good.
Help yourself. The pot is in the salon, along with some of your favorite cookies. It's been an age since we've seen one another. I'm glad you're back. Mistress Ligia is really struggling with everything.
She's so sweet.
And so, the great Stanisław Szulski is dead, crashed by a building. Can't say I'd wish a death like that on anybody.
An awful death. Sheer cruelty. Mr. Szulski didn't deserve it. Now all we can do is think back on what a wonderful man he was.
That won't take long. So, this death, what do you make of it, Grażynka?
I'll tell you in confidence, Master Szulski. Now, I'm a simple woman, but something about your father's death doesn't sit right with me.
How do you mean, Grażynka?
Don't you suspect some impure powers had a hand in it?
Do you mean it could have something to do with Thaumaturge?
That I don't know. Look at us jabbering while there are potatoes not peeled. Forgive me, Master.
Ligia won't open up to me, but how is she doing?
She's having a rough time, the poor dear. Her heart is heavy, though she doesn't show it. But she's strong. She keeps her chin up and doesn't give in. And it's good she's got you to help now, Master. Only she started smoking like a chimney. She takes after her father, no question about it.
So she didn't just take up smoking, she smokes a lot.
Another time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, Master.
Interesting. Information. Good to have. Also gives me experience. Drink hot chocolate. Do you know the secret to time travel? It requires but one sip of cocoa. All of a sudden, Ligia is reading a book in front of the fireplace and I'm stacking building blocks. My parents are arguing in the smoking room, and it's a warm day, but everything goes to hell. Okay. Alright, I think I've gathered all I can gather from here. So... First floor. Find out about your father's dying moments. Wait a minute. No, that's not it. There's one line pointing me inside, one line pointing me back in here. Hold up a second. Information! Wooden mask, representing a saluter known as Shurael. Demonic countenance is clothed in hope that clung to its fist. Satisfaction soon followed. It seemed that father had plans for Shurael, which he eventually managed to fulfill. Books on ancient cultures. Father would pore over yellow pages again and again, reading the same words over and over, trying to extract the meaning from them. He repeated the words out about dedication and necessity of sacrifice, like a mantra. Slamming shut on the volume and reaching for another. What does it all mean? Grains of desert sands follow trip to Africa. settled in the suitcase. He would set aside spinning plans for future voyages in unknown regions and material worlds, searching for what was hidden behind the veil of reality. Letter. The human heart is worth more than all the riches in the material world. Tonight, SR. Message only appears brief. In fact, pen strokes were completed by accelerated heartbeat, motivated by restrained fondness for the addressee. The ink is dripping with special care and warmth. I speed deep into the paper. Anything else while I'm here? Looks like no. Alright. I've done my research here. Yeah, even the sands aren't bringing me back that way. So let's go back to the ground floor. Though I will probably have to ask. Maybe Ligia knows more. Yeah, ask about the woman's trace you found in the study.
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumyantseva.
Who is she? And what does Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the crème de la crème of Warsaw. We could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation. And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
Alright, so now I get to deal with that. Go to the tailor, collect evening wear. Visit a barber. Who are you?
Are you lost?
Fuck. Don't try to be a hero, and it'll be alright. You're outnumbered.
Pride is too high. Point out they don't have the edge.
Quantity doesn't always translate to quality.
Call the rest. We got one with a death wish.
Do you realize that you guys can't necessarily rob the dead fucking ex-Thaumaturge guy? Self-cast, increase inflicted damage by 50%. Restore health points. Every enemy in suffering. Interesting. But I'll have to wait for that. Seems I won't be able to do much upgrading at the moment. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, I forgot. I have Agony, Suffering, receive damage 2 to 3 times. Attach that. Slowing the enemy's actions. Action, reaction. Yeah, baby. Alright, let's go. Reduce damage taken by 80%. Okay, so let's get rid of that trait for starters. Gonna have you do Eerie Intoxication. I'm gonna hit him with some stamina damage. And then Old Wound. His trait's disabled, which means he can take more damage now. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody. Agony. And let's remove those negative effects from me. While you're in agony, I can now remove 4 pieces, well, up to 4 pieces of stamina. Ow! Nobody makes me bleed my own blood! Ow, and they made me lose some stamina. It's alright. I don't need to focus on you anymore. You're basically marked for death. You've got basically bleeding damage. We're in your head now, guy! Some agony. Ear intoxication, give me some health back. But now my focus is gone. Have to take care of that quick. Oh, great, more guys. Fun. Hi. Open up an old wound. Give me some more health out of the deal. Ow. Okay, I'll take that. 7 health is alright. 7 health is alright. Though, I'd like to remove the status effects that I have on me, so I really need to do that stamina attack. Let's do 2 of those. Remove those status effects. Bleed again, apparently. You're basically marked for death. Ow. Then he falls over dead. Open up an old wound. Some health back from you. Ooh, 15. I'll take it. Let's take his stamina away. Remove the status effect from me. Do one more diversion. His trait's disabled. And concussion. A little bit of health, a little concussion, and it all works out in the end.
Get off my lawn!
Victor? I heard a noise. Are you all right?
I'm fine. We've had a few unwelcome visitors.
Burglars? What's wrong with this town? I'll call Uncle.
There's no rush. I don't think they'll try to rob anyone anytime soon.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here. We've done our work. Go to the tailor, collect evening wear. Where the hell am I? Oh, am I in the backyard? Yeah, I'm basically in the backyard. Fuck! I went the wrong way. But on the bright side, I kicked some ass while I was in the garden. And now they won't rob anybody else for a while. At least. Huh. Interesting. Actually, you know what? I guess I need to head this way? Yeah, this way. Just gonna walk down the road, hope nobody tries to rob me again. The tailor. I'm here for clothing.
Excuse me. Damn it. I forgot to turn the key. Sorry, what?
You tell me. What is it?
I need some evening wear. Quick.
Good proportions.
Thank you.
Alterations won't take long. Your name and address, sir?
Viktor Szulski, 9 Green Square.
I'll send a messenger when I'm done. And Mr. Szulski, if you'll allow me a moment of candor, as it often seems no one dares to address you with it.
Sorry, what?
Go and find yourself a barber in Pavonsky. You look like a troglodyte. Now, I'd like to go to my business.
I won't bother you.
All right.
God damn, he hit me with that troglodyte comment so hard that it froze the fucking cutscene. Jesus Christ! Alright then. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, probably to advance time. Yeah, sit and wait. Oh, here we go. Take me to the barber shop. Wait, what? The barber's near the cemetery? Alright. Take me to the barber shop. I want to stop looking like slop. I'm awful. Anyway. Down this pathway. Wait a minute. Free experience. And now I can purchase another trait. Let's go for that bloody rejuvecation. Barbershop is over here. Wait a minute. Warsaw Gazette. Names likely to be heard many more times in Warsaw across the world. Concern live photography of the war machines, and 2 of his works are of particular importance for the development of cinema. The removal of light flickers and projections of images, and 2, the invention of a handheld filming technique that doesn't require a tripod. The aforementioned removal of the light flickers represents a breakthrough in cinematography over the years of a stagnation caused by the futility of efforts taken to adjust the issue. Midnight Bobbery. Need it.
Come in.
Please, set my hair to rights.
Yes, sir.
Oh, cool. I get to choose the haircut? I like that style. Graveyard chic. Graveyard digger's dream. Nah, I like that. The proper Warsaw lad. Von Dyke beard. You know what? I could see it grow on me. Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't usually talk to clients. Do you like it?
Yes, you're talented.
Years of practice. My clients are always satisfied.
It's gonna take a while to get used to seeing his face move with that new facial style, but let's go. Let's do it. Prepare for the soiree. Dancing handbook. Handwritten signature on the first page. Saki. 184 Cinematograph Street. And tram away. Get me the fuck out of here. Cemetery. Reptilian Bash. Has some cognac. I feel the ratio of liquid joy to throat pinching euphoria grow with each passing moment. Wait, going the wrong way apparently. Up here. Brochure, Dr. Campbell's Safe Arsenic Soap. Oh god, arsenic. Removes freckles, red spots, gives a soft matte wetness to the complexion, can even handle a strong tan. Secret of Radiant Skin. You will find in all major drugstores and perfumeries. Main store in Warsaw. 8 Iron Gate Square. Pay attention to the brand and signature. Oh, how the times had changed. Now we just know arsenic as the thing that kills you, not the thing that soaps you. Oh, what a world. Sister, I'm home. That was quick.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I see you went to a barber. That's something at least.
Recently I met a bearded guy who's not especially fussy about his appearance. And yes, people welcome him everywhere with open arms anyway.
Maybe he's a natural charmer. I've heard that can get you into the Imperial even without a tailcoat.
Very funny.
Are you getting dressed so we can go, or have you changed your plans?
No, get dressed and set off.
Yes, let's go and see if I do fit in.
In that case, I'll go get changed too. Look at you. And here I worried I was the only one who looked good in trousers. Very chic choice.
We can switch places. I look better than you do, all in all.
That I'd like to see. You think Papa would be mad that we're going to a party right after his funeral?
I hope so.
Victor.
He could have kept from losing the Black Grimoire. Are we ready?
Yes, the carriage is waiting.
It's time to party with all of my friends.
Welcome to the Imperial Hotel. How may I help you?
Ligia Szulska, here on the invitation of Svetlana Rumiantseva.
Yes, we are expecting you, of course. The soiree is taking place in apartment 237, second floor. I wish you a thrilling and successful evening.
I'm impressed. How did you sort that out?
Our name still means something. Let's do our best to keep it that way, all right?
Who are you, my golden slithering friend?
Victor? Victor? Victor! Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
These people are just waiting for us to put a foot wrong, understand? We're walking into the Viper's Den, brother.
Everything's all right. I just got a little lost in thought. I'll be good, I promise. I'm going to hang around here a little longer. I'll meet you upstairs.
See you there.
Alright, so now we have visions of a snake cellular.
What did we come here for? These soirees are for old people.
Good evening. May I?
Please, we're not discussing anything consequential.
You keep on worrying about yourselves. I intend to make the most of this evening.
See, I told you he was in love. Miss Scowan is out of your league, my friend.
To say nothing of her father.
Excuse me, do you mean Governor General Scowan's daughter?
Well, who else? The debutante of the season.
Have you just crawled out from under a rock?
Old Scowan and I are practically on first-name terms now. You'll see.
I'm sure.
So, one eye-catching girl has already got an admirer. What does that leave us, Maxime?
Not much. The dull, the silly, or, well, the old.
En parlant de Ligia Shulska, she just passed this way.
Pigs will fly before someone fancies her.
She'd actually prefer Sophia Scowan, according to what I've heard. Well, what do you think?
Yeah. So,
My name is Viktor Shulski.
Well, there we have it.
say you don't like what they're saying, start a fight. You know what? Start a fight.
I'm afraid we've got a few things to explain to one another. Preferably through violence.
I don't think so, Mr. Shulski.
Where are you from? You're among polite society, not cattle.
Provoke the fight.
I'm not the only one itching for a brawl, am I? What? Is one guy more than you can handle?
Let's take this out to the forecourt, gentlemen.
Sergei, my friend, anything for you.
It's time to beat up some rich snobs. Also, why are you all at a ball prepared with weapons? Invulnerability. Focus point recovery. And then Edmund is just Edmund. Okay. Alright. I know how to do this. So, we'll divide and conquer for the time being. Cause you to suffer. Have you attack him with a little bit of confusion. Inflict some old wounds on you. Disable your trait. Cause some more agony on, but on you this time. And we'll finish you off with some slashing. Ow. Ow again. Ow a third time. Why did you all fire at once? Quick attack. I also have a gun. Apparently. Ow. Action reaction. Inflict damage gives it... Ooh. So it's a phase 2. But can I give it to that guy? I can if I want to. Ow. That sucks. They're both dead. Now it's just you and me. Get some health back. I gotta remove those negative status effects. ASAP. Quick attack. Remove the negative status effects immediately after. Bleeding again, but it's not too bad. Action reaction. And he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. Sucks, don't it? Admire the view. Nice view. Admired. Anything else on here? Anything at all? No? No. Looks like not. Alright, time to piss some more people off outside inside the ball, I guess. Procession of slender legs and a review of colorful feathers and sweet voices. Unlike vaudeville dancers, these beauties make their lovers part with their fortunes unwittingly. Interesting. Hello, ladies.
Well, well, someone new.
Yep.
Good evening.
Good evening, Viktor Shulski.
Irina Orlova of those Orlovs. This is Natalia Obolenskaya, and this strangely quiet soul is our delightful Sofia Skawan.
Irina is exaggerating. Nice to meet you, Mr. Shulski.
The Governor General's daughter herself. How do you do?
What can you tell us?
How are you enjoying yourselves?
We can't complain. Seeing as we're debutantes, we're getting a lot of attention. Really? Maybe you'll tell us something about yourself.
Yeah, tell him about myself.
I suspect you want to hear more about the book.
We've never met a Thaumaturgist before. To tell the truth, I didn't believe they existed.
A Thaumaturge. Don't worry. But now you do.
Well, it depends on what kind of trick you show us, Mr. Shulski.
Alright, I'll find something to talk to you about.
I need to slip away for a moment.
Oh no, what a shame.
Find something to talk to you about then. Wait a minute. On the golden cage, whisper of a woman who contemplated opening it. She was close to releasing the birds for a lark watch across the evening ensuing chaos. Yet something stopped her. Birds are still in the cage. I have a feeling that's tied to you girls.
Mr. Shulski?
It is.
I've heard a certain secret. Do you want to hear it?
Come now, we won't tell anyone.
Or maybe I shouldn't.
Do you like being a tease?
Yes, I do.
Forgive me, ladies, for teasing you like this. Here's the secret.
Come on, we're dying to know.
Someone was recently playing with a lock on one of the gilded cages, wondering what would happen if all the birds escaped captivity. And I know for certain it was one of you.
Sophia, that sounds like you. Admit it.
And now what will happen to us, Mr. Shulski?
In exchange for my discretion, I need another secret of yours. That's the only way to keep everyone in check.
What should I choose?
Our fathers don't know we're here. There you are.
How naughty. None of your fathers know?
None, especially not Sophia's. Otherwise he wouldn't have let her come.
I'm very satisfied with this trade.
And what now?
We
I
leave.
need to slip away for a moment.
We should go as well. We've really forgotten ourselves around you.
That's nice to hear, but I understand. The soiree won't wait.
I hear Rumyantseva has invited a real medium.
Will there be ghosts? That I'd like to see.
Personally, I prefer to see a real large. I see something in there. But I can't get near there. Alright, fine. Wait a minute. Seance poster. So there will be a seance here. I mean, it makes sense. This is around the time when seances were super popular and mediums were all the rage. Though, almost all of them, if I remember correctly, got discredited years later. Even the most well-known of mediums ended up just getting discredited. At the time, it was classified as like a traveling sideshow act.
Mr. Shulsky?
I didn't expect to see you here, of all places.
You don't know how very flattering that is. And what brings you to the Imperial?
Why are you
If I may, there's one question niggling at me. How did you get so many scars?
Why do you ask?
I've heard that Russian officers in training have drunken duels with sabers after hours.
No. A very peculiar custom, if that's true.
So where did those scars come from?
I've led an interesting life.
I could ask you the same question.
I'm passing the time.
Ah, curious hobby.
I'm simply interested in people.
Do you know these circles well?
They're not hard to figure out. A gang of none-too-bright layabouts, chasing amusement after amusement after amusement.
Do you feel part of that gang?
I'm not one of them. And neither are you. Nor was your father.
Fair enough.
Please forgive me, I have an urgent obligation.
Enjoy yourself.
Suite 237.
And the general says to him, "Tell us something funny." Then Bautsky replies, "General, why don't you shoot a cannon first?"
That's a good one. I'll have to tell it tomorrow at the Orloffs.
Who might this be joining our conversation?
You know, sir, your face looks familiar to me.
My name is Viktor Shulsky.
Ah, yes, I can see something in your eyes. I was sorry to hear about your father.
I'll see you next time, darling. Wonderful party.
See you there.
I think I've offended the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
This is hardly the creme de la creme. How do you find my soirée?
I admit I'm getting reacquainted with the social scene.
You spent a long time traveling, didn't you?
15 years. Over that time, I got used to harsher surroundings.
And believe me, drawing rooms can be just as dangerous as untamed steppes. You've met Anastasia and Marina. What about the others?
I've already met several distinguished guests. Ivan Konieczkin, for instance. Apparently, he knew my father.
How remarkable. I wasn't aware. Konieczkin is something of a secretive person. And have you yet had occasion to meet the debutants of this season?
I'll be sure to seek them out.
This evening, Sofia Scowen herself is to grace us with her presence.
Well, well.
I suggest you move quickly. The competition is fierce.
The crux of the matter is that I'm here because of my father. You knew him.
That doesn't sound like a question. Of course, I was his customer. I truly am sorry for you. Both of you. The death of someone close is always a dreadful blow. Please accept my condolences.
Svetlana Petrovna, I must insist. Can you tell me something more about my father?
Mr. Shulsky, I assure you we have the most delectable vodka. Besides that, I warmly encourage you to join Madame Samira's séance. It will be an unforgettable experience. I wonder, is that truly everything our soirée can offer you?
I've got no choice but to suffer through tonight.
No need to mince words.
A thread of thoughts. Subtle suggestion, observation. Refuses to talk openly with me. She's anxious about gossip, hungry ears around. Still can feel what she wants to tell me something. Should watch her surroundings closely. Maybe I can learn something that way.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Seance table. Fabric tablecloth. The emotions are fresh and clear. They've just traveled from Samira's fingertips. She holds her palms to avoid biting her nails from stress. The Mew had that effect on her. Row of candles. An image emerges from the flame at hand, dancing over the fire, gaze and follows it, lips uttering the words of anxious excitement, a promise of capturing the certainty of success. You will be mine. What is this about? Who is this about?
Maybe that's enough. What do you want?
Mysterious book. Oh, shit.
The trick with entering someone's head. I know one person who can do that.
You're not much of a thaumaturge if you can't. Have you come here to torment me? Unmask me?
I don't see any fun in unmasking you.
So what do you want?
Your siren is quite impressive.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
Madame, you're being impolite. What about a little competition? We'll see who wins.
I'll pass.
Saluto looks impressive, to say it the least. It's Siren. It matches her mysterious aura. Behind the mysterious guise of Madame Samira, Thaumaturge accompanied by Siren, as intriguing as herself. The role of psychic allows Samira to freely frequent such social gatherings that also allure the saluters she's chasing.
I think your idea of pretending to be a medium is fantastic.
It sounds like I impress you.
How many people know?
Is that a threat?
I noticed a wild saluter here. I understand your being here has something to do with him in particular.
Keep your nose out of this.
Why?
Because I'm warning you.
What do you know about this saluter? Do you know its name?
Don't you?
A name doesn't tell us much anyway. All that matters is picking out the person in this crowd with the flaw.
I know perfectly well who carries the flaw. Another reason for you to stay out of it.
That's not such a ladylike tone, madame. Maybe we should just let the best one catch that saluter.
You mean yourself?
The person with the flaw attended the seance, right? So I'm on the right track.
Have you finished?
Person with the flaw. So the person with the flaw will take part in the Samira seance. Thaumaturge is clever and planned everything.
So should we finish up?
That would be best. And listen to me carefully, Mr. Whatever your name is.
Shulski, but you can call me Victor.
Now, Mr. Shulski, you will vanish like a bad dream, and I will get back to work.
Let's see. Is there any other information I can glean from this room? Anything at all? Yes, there is. At least one more. Some more cognac. Discreet half-words, meaningful half-smiles, and sidelong glances from behind the fan, merely appearances. Truth is, I found myself in the den of snakes. People must tread carefully here. Alright then. Time to work, I guess. Find the person with the flaw the wild savage is seeking. Just follow Svetlana's thoughts. There's still something in here. Somewhere. Here. Lips that sipped champagne a moment ago kept uttering cutting words of contempt. Someone's clearly regretting marrying an alleged idiot, Louisa. But I doubt she's the idiot in the relationship.
Here you are.
Gentlemen, meet my brother.
Viktor Shulski.
The last Shulski to wear trousers. You don't know that. Miss Ligia could yet produce an heir to the fortune. Maybe even with me, if she doesn't tell my wife. But let's talk like men. You intend to take over your father's company, correct?
First, I suggest you mind your own business. Your marriage, for instance. Perhaps Louisa isn't the ninny you take her for.
I beg your pardon?
Hasn't it occurred to you that when you leave her at home, she might also take advantage of her solitude?
What are you suggesting?
You've got a cuckold's horns. Was I being too subtle?
I suppose it's true what they say about you.
Yes? What's that?
You've lost your mind.
It's true. I'm completely nuts. I can't tell what's true and what's a bluff, apart from Puchalski's horns.
A dangerous oaf! Good luck with your business, miss.
Yeah. Now I can forget about anyone wanting to say a word to me.
You've always got me. Listen, as far as those two are concerned, I just didn't like how they were treating you.
I'm used to it, Victor. Their words don't bother me. I can cope. Any progress with Svetlana?
I've taken a long, deep look at Samira. She's no medium. Samira is a thaumaturge on the hunt.
On the hunt?
Madame has spotted a salutar that's attached to one of the guests.
What kind of salutar?
Remember those fairy tales Mother used to read us? And the legend of the golden snake?
Yes, Veles.
Yes. I'm glad you're here.
Are you also hunting for him?
I admit I like to have him. I haven't made up my mind.
Be careful.
Veles.
That's why I haven't made up my mind.
Veles, Lord of the Underworld, the god of wealth, a schemer. Soiree gives him the perfect conditions to feeding, goading, and plotting.
Unfortunately, Svetlana doesn't want to breathe a word of it.
I'm sure she doesn't trust you. In company like this, that speaks well of her.
Why the cold shoulder, Ligia?
I've never liked her. Her manner gets under my skin. I've heard she's a dreadful schemer.
I'd better change the subject.
So she's a schemer. So she might be she might be what the golden snake is chasing for from the beginning. Ligia refrains from gossiping. She's always been the first to condemn such behavior. What she said about Svetlana may be caused by the Salutator's influence in the environment.
Sofia Skawan, the Governor General's daughter. Do you know her?
No, and I don't suggest you make her acquaintance either. Skawon can't stand thaumaturges.
Warning, Governor Scallon is not fond of thaumaturges. Why am I not surprised? Another person who sees an obscure threat in us.
Guess who I ran into again? All mysterious and carved up.
Ivan Konieczkin?
What do you know about him?
Not much. He was an acquaintance of Papa's. Well, in theory, it's thanks to him that we're here.
What? Ligia?
I know that nothing comes for free, but he really didn't want anything.
Yeah, he looks like a real altruist. I'm going.
Alright. So we've got some more information on that. Kind of want to talk to her again.
Shulsky, don't play with me.
Saw your poster?
I saw one of your posters. You look different in it.
Really? The illustration doesn't reflect reality?
How should I take that? No one warned me that I should get in costume for the party.
Ugh, I beg your pardon.
I'm just noting that you stand out among these boring guests.
Impudent.
Just a bit uncouth, I'd say.
Who are you gonna summon?
Whose soul are you summoning tonight, dear madame?
I only know which one I'd prefer to banish. Shoot.
Maybe my dead father's. If you manage that, it would spare me a lot of trouble.
Now we'll never know.
I'll disappear. For now.
Sometimes it's good to let things go and leave other people in peace. For your own benefit.
I think I'll take up this gauntlet.
I was about to say, at the moment you've just been a pure bitch, so... I'm just gonna take that as a moment to... Sorry, I had to hiccup. Look around for this Salutor. Or even find some extra information. Find the woman with the flaw. The issue is, I'm not seeing anybody else I can interact. Wait a minute. No, nothing in here. Once again, another point that's kind of useless. Wait. Or, maybe...
I felt something. Where is it?
Tiled stove. Soot remains burned. Her usually steady hands were shaking. Her eyes followed written words. She was watching her. He was watching her. She already knew that, but how dare he threaten her? Agitated, she threw a note in the furnace. Too bad she couldn't get rid of the stalker that easy. The remains contain the author's concern about Svetlana's condition, expressed in seemingly kind-hearted tone. The message ends with a veiled threat foreshadowing a desire to interfere. Chest kept ready. Svetlana's personal items are all put into the chest and then removed, all due to a growing anxiety, uncertainty. Should she pack and leave? Again? The restless hand closes the empty chest and decides to keep waiting. The fabric carries the memory of yearn for, lightheartedness, passion, and sense of security. Two people found solace in each other here. Two people, Svetlana and my father. Silk remembers the tentative planning and recurrent doubts, the peaceful sense that everything was as it should be. The other chaotic thoughts caused by passionate intoxication I'd rather not know. Something in here? There is something in here. I knew that had to do something. The affection and gratitude of the woman covered in the shame by another. Honest gift from Sarna. Svetlana feels guilty every time she sees it. Give me something else. Give me something else. Melted candle. Solidified wax carries the memory of honest grief and mixture of fear. However, these emotions were quickly concealed with well-practiced composure. This candle is the best farewell to the deceased Svetlana could afford. All of Svetlana's fears. No wonder Svetlana is reluctant to talk. She's afraid of somebody catching her closely, especially someone that knows a lot about her. Maybe even her pent-up desire to escape. Besides an affair with my father, maybe I can make her confide in me. That'll make her... Then I'll ask her about what I came here for, the Black Grimoire. Alright, let's get some information. Now I just need to find her again. Or do I? Did I get everything? Did I get nothing? Yep, nope, she's here.
I was looking for you.
Do you smoke, Mr. Shulsky?
I've quit.
In light of our approaching conversation, why don't we dispense with the pleasantries? Call me Svetlana.
Victor.
Ask.
The burned note. Who sent it? I only sensed underhanded kindness.
Da, the Ochrana. I don't know which one of them exactly, if that's what you're asking. I've worked hard at it.
When did you receive this note?
A few weeks ago, back before your father.
I see. You two had an affair.
Two grown-up, lonely people found momentary comfort in each other's arms. But romance wasn't behind that relationship. It was just that we were both looking in the same direction.
What do you mean by looking in the same direction? That large travel chest. You changed your mind
About whether or not to pack. Right then I wanted to escape badly, but that would have had its own consequences. In this game of false appearances, I'm the best.
I still don't know how this lovely note ended up in your hands. But in addition, I found a lovely strings of pearls, and on it, your feelings of guilt.
Your power is terrifying. Do you know that?
I hoped you might know something about the Black Grimoire. My father left it to me in his will, but the grimoire has gone missing.
No. And the collapsed building? Have you been there?
Not yet.
However, how hard it is, you should check there. It will give you more understanding than all the investigators put together. My dear boy, I know nothing about Stanisław's book. I'm sorry, but I can't help you there. But I will not let you leave empty-handed. I strongly believe that there's one place you ought to visit. What you find there belongs to you.
Thank you.
Find the person with the flaw. Still stuck on that. Wait a minute.
Veles. Don't run away.
Splendid ladies, distinguished gentlemen, the hour is at hand. With lights dimmed and the curtains drawn, the souls of the dead slowly gather among us. On their command, I will give the chosen among you a tarot card as your invitation to the table.
For you, sir?
Tarot card. Card almost burns with emotions left on it. Thaumaturge must have put all hostility she could into summoning the card. Hostility towards me. Maybe I will join the seance soon, if only out of spite.
Fool. Our dear madame is fooling around and thinks you can scare me off. I'm done wasting time on this.
Let us gather in secret ritual. Let's not keep the souls waiting too long. Let us also make every effort together not to spoil their visit.
In the dark, Madame Samira asked to cover the windows, dim the lights. Seance requires a certain aura, so the apartment must be kept in darkness until it's over.
Shulsky, don't play with me.
I'm not playing with you.
I'll disappear.
Skip the dialogue. I thought she had new information. She doesn't. That being said... letters. Father's letters to Svetlana. Very tender. Romantic. I would not have expected this from him. These letters falling in the wrong hands, they could have done a lot of damage to the lovers. I also see more information gathered here. Frustrating thought penetrated Sergei's mind as he sat on the chair watching Sophia from afar. Why did Sophia suddenly start ignoring him? He would do anything for her if she asked. The problem is, Sophia wouldn't speak at all. She takes no notice of him anymore. Smoking was accompanied by joyful conversation. Sophia's friends are happy at the time despite her father's ban. They like to watch her clever intrigues that provide them with topics for gossip. These cigarette butts have woman lip marks on them. If only the fathers knew what they were doing. Sophia spreads her wings when she is out of her father's sight. Watching her scheming is sheer pleasure. So Sophia is taking this time to make a name for herself. Mind 3. Too low of mind. Deed, mind is locked. It's locked behind a thaumaturge, so I can't do anything about it. Or I'm not a thaumaturge. Salutor. Let's have a talk, Sophia.
Mr. Shulsky, may I have a word?
How can I help?
My friends and I are just playing Truth Order, and now it's my turn. Won't you dazzle me with your powers?
Your father would not be thrilled about you playing games with the Thaumaturge.
Maybe that's precisely the point. To keep violating his wishes?
And how might my powers prove useful to you, miss?
Well, rather than truth, a dare sounds good to me. It involves finding out my comrades' secrets, Irina, Maxim, or Sergei. The trick is that you're cleverer at it than I am.
Your companions don't have anything against a little ruse like this?
It's not deception, it's resourcefulness. In theory, there's no rule against asking for help. Please don't make me beg, Mr. Shulsky.
Let me see what I can find. Will any secret do?
Any. I'll wait anxiously for your return.
I'll take a look around.
Let's see. Just in case there's anything else around here, I might as well just snap around a bit, but I think I got all the information. Wait, I'm wrong! Decorative sofa, sat on the sofa waiting for the crowd, flirtatious, playful, she even felt overwhelming emptiness at the moment, which was something new for her, a feeling of loneliness. Need to be alone. Only at that moment... What was it? A feeling of loneliness... It only lasted a moment. Then she grinned and continued the same old charade.
They're getting impatient. What have you found out?
Path is closed. Path is closed. Something eludes you. Okay.
I'm still...
Sorry, still looking. I thought I could do something. I cannot. There we go. This is all the information I was looking for. Empty glass. Sip by sip by sip, sip by sip. Maxim swigs alcohol as he watches his surroundings, focusing on many of the ladies for companionship. Irina looks pretty today. The loner's secrets. Maxim is lonely, and from time to time he tries to drown his feelings in alcohol, but the effect has the opposite intention, as attention drawn by Sophia's... Okay. Decorative vase. Vase reflects strong emotion of Sergei, jealousy mixed with fear, jealousy directed at me, as he considers me his rival, fear that Sophia will ignore him when I'm around. Myra's secret. Sergei can't stop thinking about Sophia, cares so much about her, he's willing to do anything for her, can't seem to understand why Sophia doesn't reciprocate his feelings, which frustrates him even though he considers a rival admirer. Plucked leaves. Irina would wound leaves around her fingers, or wound leaves around her fingers with abandon, or pluck them discreetly, immersed in thought. Sophia's charade, Maxim. She might walk up to him. No, she won't. Hesitant, she eventually failed to make a move. Friend's secrets. She would like to indulge herself and spend more time with Maxim, but she cannot make a move, thus it's limbo, going over the possible scenarios in her head. Alright, I've got info. Mainly on the girls, but...
They're getting impatient. What have you found out?
Irina, Sergei. As far as Sergei...
Yes?
I'll be honest. He'd do anything for you.
Anything, you say?
Miss Irina would like to get to know Maxim better, but she keeps hesitating.
What? She never told me. Some friend she is. And what does our dear Maxim think of that?
Oh, I was wondering where you'd gone off to.
You know Sergei, don't you?
We're already acquainted.
Mr. Shulsky and I have completed my extra difficult dirt together.
At your service.
Now, time for truth. Are you seeing anyone?
Meaningful question. Sophia seems to be toying with me. She's boldly asking a question about my private matters, looking for her strength in her impertinence. I only wonder if she's toying with Victor Shulsky, the person or the Thaumaturge. Scheming Skallan's daughter made her the elite's favorite. Her plots provide distraction, making up content keenly spread, gossip. At the moment, I'm the object of her games. She's teasing me despite her father, who hates thaumaturges. Or is this a charade to mask her loneliness?
Maybe we should not reveal all our secrets to one another right away.
Mr. Shulsky, our time is up. Sophia and I must leave for the seance. Madame is waiting.
Thank you once more.
See you. Therefore, Veles chased Sofia Skawan and her floor here. She seemed like such an innocent girl, didn't she? It's no coincidence she focused on me. After all, old Skawan hates thaumaturges. The little scamp. If I want to discern that little schemer's flaw, I'll have to join that sepulchral table. Either her scheming or her jealous knight in shining armor will help me identify her flaw. I hope her father doesn't find out.
After a game of truth or dare, something flickered around in Sofia Skallan, a flaw induced by scheming. It fits, after all, Sophia's fondness for high society and playing games. Cellular Imperial Hotel. Veles, the Insider is lured by the flaw of the schemer, Sophia Scowlin. In order to capture him, I'll have to play the rules here, which means exposing Sophia and stirring experience. I sense that a scandal is inevitable. Time to play!
Is this seat free?
The energy is dissipating. Ladies and gentlemen, I am losing contact with these souls.
Well, it was the souls that chose me after all.
It's true. The gentleman has a guard. Your face. Is everything all right, my child?
Let us lay our hands on the table. Let us allow our minds to liberate themselves from our bodies toward the edges of the world as you know it.
Are you thinking of someone exceptional whom you wish to summon?
That's exactly the sort of person I had in mind.
Oh, is it a long-lost love?
Rather a future delightful acquaintance.
Leave her alone.
Sergei, this has nothing to do with you.
Dear guests, I implore you, the souls!
You lack the dimension force of or cellular, mind 1. Yeah, I'm currently missing the cellular. So, irritate Sergei.
Is that jealousy I hear?
You will mock me no longer!
Focus on someone you want to make contact with.
Would a duel make you happy, miss? Between this poor man and me?
Are you all going to fight now?
Choose a location.
A duel over me would be truly beyond exciting.
Yes, I think so too.
Don't you dare! You were supposed to stay away. I was supposed to leave here with Velis. All that work for nothing.
Spare yourself the trouble. It was a fair fight.
But I don't intend to hold you here. Truth be told, I even feel sorry for you.
What does that mean?
Rid yourself of the pride you've got within. Otherwise, it will lead you to the gallows.
Enough of this. There's a salutator waiting for me.
Enjoy him, fool.
Hello, big golden scaly. It's time to kick your ass! Reduce damage taken by 40%. Sergei's shadow, just normal Sergei, of course. Alright, let's give you an old wound. That should get rid of your fucking trait. Then I can do another agony, as well as I assume I'm going to get hit next, so I'm going to steal some health. Add another old wound. him some agony. Some health back. Old wound. I'm getting real good with the DOT build. Damage over time and status effect build. Okay. Resistance. Let's change you out. We need to change you out with... Yeah, here we go. Okay. So... Cast Agony. Howl at her. Howl. Gonna start inflicting some wounds. This trait's disabled. Sucks, but it could be worse. Old wound. Howl at him to dissolve his trait. Spit out some agony and doom somebody. Regardless, everybody should die next turn. Ow. 20. There we go. Everybody's dead.
Just wait until Rasputin sees you. Then you'll stop fighting me.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this evening the souls were particularly restless.
The souls have now told me everything I needed to hear.
And you, sir, what can you tell us?
My fault, Sergei.
Sergei, please wait a moment.
Mr. Shulsky, there are only so many humiliations a gentleman can tolerate. I have reached my limit. Congratulations to you both.
Can't stop
I can
him.
see I won't convince you. Please don't worry. From now on, everything will be fine.
Fine? Sir, you must have slept through the last quarter of an hour.
Sofia, listen. I freed you from a flaw that...
What's going on here? The guests are complaining, and with good cause, I see. We're terminating this disaster.
What is this rubbish about a flaw, my dear Mr. Shulsky? You got me riled up and now you're trying to weasel out? A real schemer you are.
Wait, it was you Mr. Puhalski was talking about.
What was he saying?
That you're a bore, a troublemaker, and a pest. Let's go.
Oh great, another fight. I just got done one. Fuck, alright, fine. And why do you... Oh no, it's not dual pistols, he just has one. Alright, invulnerability. Resistance, strong arm. Okay. Alright, start one way at a time. Start start immediately mass debuffing everybody. Disable his trait. Gonna need to make this fast or they're gonna wipe me out real quick. Agony. I need him to be screamed at. A lot of people in suffering. That's fun. Now we're gonna have you get doomed. I'm just gonna get all shot up at this point. Ow. Ow. Appreciate that. Let's see. Do 12 damage to you. Ow. You're gone. You're gone. And then there were two. It's not what I meant to do. Bloody Wedding. Inflicts damage equal to 8 for each enemy affected by the suffering state. So you'll be finished next turn. I just gotta survive. Ow. Survive. Fuck! The punch killed me? Oh, I'm sorry. I took a bullet to the chest and it only did 1 damage. But I can't take a punch to the face? God damn it. Sorry everyone, I didn't realize I'd go down like such a bitch. Alright. Fine. I'm immediately just going to start draining health. If they don't want to play the debuff game, I'll play the debuff game with points. Ow. I love when they all attack me at once. Concuss you. Take your health. Gone. Get shot anyway. Again. Make you suffer. That's right, shoot me. I'm gonna take some of your health. Don't go down like a bitch again. Thank God. I was worried he was gonna go down like a bitch. Concuss the fuck out of you. I'm gonna have to make you suffer. Still need more health. Followed up with agony. Another 5 health. I'll take it. I'll take the hit on the chin. I'll take that literal hit on the chin. Now's where the fun begins. Trade disabled. Concuss the fuck out of you. Take your health. Or I'll shoot him. I'm cool with shooting him.
Victor, don't scare me like that.
Mr. Szulski, are you alright?
I think it's time for us to go.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'll snug us a carriage.
You'll have a hard time at this hour. I'll drop you off.
See, you can always count on Mr. Konieczkin.
Victor. Thank you. That's very polite. Thank you for an interesting evening.
I'm sorry it all turned out like this.
Not tonight, please.
Ligia. Good night.
The telephone.
Captured banana and tamed Sally, but untamed salutars won't obey your orders. Go to Rasputin to tame them.
Oh my.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Victor?
Speaking.
Victor, Uncle Sasha here. How are you? Have you visited your old stomping ground yet?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. And how are you, Uncle?
I need your help, boy. It's a very delicate matter. Are you able to find a moment for your uncle?
All right. So where should we meet?
Remember where I took you kids for donuts?
I do.
Let's meet there. Maybe we can reminisce about the old days. Better days. See you then, Victor. Thank you.
Alright then, so now we have to tame a salutar and also see our uncle. Also, I now have... Oh, I have to tame it before I can get any further. Okay. I'm gonna snag Adrenaline Rush real quick. Maybe... No, I can't until I tame that salutar. Great. Great, great, great. That being said, this has been going on for a while. So, I'll have to do this in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope to see you in the next one. Later.